Welcome to BioTrek Travel. We are Pierre, Lisa, and fur baby Tiller. We've sailed across oceans, explored remote atolls, and lived at anchor. Now we're trading blue water passages for the great loop lakes and locks. Come along as the journey begins. I'm so excited to tell you that we bought a new boat. And I'm delighted to tell you about our maiden voyage when we picked up the boat from Mystic, Connecticut and sailed it. No, we didn't sail it. We cruised it to Newport, Rhode Island. BioTrek, our Outremer 5X catamaran, was our home for 5 years. We sailed it across the Atlantic, we sailed it across the Pacific, the Indian Ocean, and we had so many memorable and fabulous journeys. And it seems like a dream that we did all of that travel, because we've been back at home in Boston for a year and a half, and now we finally bought a boat. So we've begun a new chapter with a new boat, actually a new used boat. It's a 2019 boat, a new name, and a new planned journey. We're going to be doing the Great Loop. So for those of you who don't know, the Great Loop is the loop from most people will start in Florida and go up the intercoastal waterway to New York. We're going to start in Boston and go down to New York. And from New York, you go up the Hudson River and you can take the Oswego Canal all the way to Lake Ontario. From Lake Ontario, some will take a shortcut and go over to Lake Michigan, but we're going to take the Canadian route where we go to Trenton, and we'll take the Trent-Severn waterway, which is about 40 locks that meander through Ontario in this beautiful lake region with the Canadian shield of granite rocks and pine trees. And it ends in Georgian Bay of Lake Superior. And from there down to Lake Michigan and all the way down the Mississippi River. Some will take the Missouri River, which is a little less muddy and maybe not quite as much traffic, into the Gulf of Mexico, and then back to Florida. So that is what the Great Loop is. For the Great Loop, there's certain requirements that a boat must have. Maximum clearance is about 19 feet. So that's to get through the bridge in Chicago. And to do the Canadian part of the loop, the maximum clearance is 20 feet. So we decided to get a motorboat and one without a fly bridge. It's also important that it also does not draw very much water, and the maximum draw of the boat should be about 5 feet. So that's pretty specific requirements, and a lot of different people will do the Great Loop with different types of motorboats, but generally smaller boats if they have a fly bridge. And we opted for the Riviera 54 after looking at many boats in the Newport Boat Show. We really like the Riviera. It's an Australian make. They make an SUV model, which was really nice also. We chose the Sport model, and what's super fabulous with this is it's got a dinghy garage. So you don't need the crane to be lifting it up. You've got the swim platform free when you're using it. And it has a beautiful interior. It's just beautifully designed. So stay to the end of the video, because the only shots of the interior of the boat that I have right now are the ones that I took with my iPhone when we were looking at that boat before we put the offer in. If you look at the YouTube channel Naughty Styles, they do a lot of reviews of Riviera yachts. So you just have to search Naughty Styles and the Riviera 54. Once we purchased our boat, we had to pick it up in Mystic, Connecticut. Mystic is a picturesque seaside town, but we really had no time to explore. By the time we drove down to Mystic from Boston and had located the boat on the 4 docks, unloaded the supplies we'd brought in the car, it was already late afternoon. For a new boat. Tiller's a good dog. She hasn't been invited up here, so she doesn't come up. She knows she has to be invited. Once you invite her once, so she'll invite herself. So we have to decide where she's going to be allowed to go.
No, it's a nice boat. So I think we're going to enjoy it. It's just that I have to take control of those systems.
So what do you have to figure out? The navigation system?
Well, I was really hoping to get the starting up, but I think he canceled the account. I mean, I know it's running because they had it running when we did this trial. I just can't get to the right window.
Well, I have an avionics working on my phone. Hello. It's a giant owner's manual. So I guess I better start reading. So?
Lisa, I just did a quick routing from here to Newport is 30 nautical miles. So you said at 10 knots it's 3 hours. And I say at 15 knots it's 2 hours, and at 30 knots it's 1 hour.
Are we gonna go 30 knots?
No.
But we could!
Good.
What do you think, Tiller? The next day we got going on our trip to Newport, following the channel markers out of the marina and towards the more open water of the coastal route. Okay, so we just left the marina after picking up the boat. I'm glad Claire knows how to drive the boat. The bell thruster wasn't working, but so far so good. And we're just going out the waterway and following all the markers in a bit of a twisted path, and it feels good to be on the water again. Tiller's not so sure about the speed, but hey Tiller, good mariners adapt and enjoy it. How fast are we going?
21 RPM and we're going 23 knots.
Oh, then us over there. 23 knots. And 2100 RPM.
I saw it 34 knots, 34 miles.
And we're following that boat ahead. We're passing Block Island. The engines are pretty quiet on this boat, and you can tell because you can hear my voice over the engine noise without doing any noise reduction manipulations with the video software. As we enter Newport, we can see that there's a cruise ship in port. Tiller! No! I called her back and she obeyed because we weren't going slow enough for her to be at the bow yet. And here's our boat, docked in the Newport shipyard. It's named Happy Hours. We didn't change the name of the boat, and we probably won't because it's already registered. We plan to keep the name of this YouTube BioTrek, but it'll be BioTrek Travels.
What?
Well, we've just arrived in Newport,
Yes,
and you call that what?
baptism by fire. It's an expression. I don't know if you've heard it before.
Yes, it's an expression in English, not just in French.
Okay, good.
So what do you mean by baptism by fire?
Because we arrived, and as half expected, we had a bunch of surprises arriving, like the bow thruster not working, the joystick not working, and only the two engines, and we had to go in with a crosswind in between,
A pretty narrow spot.
a narrow spot with a big gunboat on one side, and so we didn't want to scratch anybody on the first in, especially with a motorboat. So anyway, so we pulled back, says, no, command decision, let's abort, let's go out and let's think about this. And then we finally figured everything out and we brought it back in.
Well, you figured it out, you reset stuff.
Yeah.
But I held the boat, and One of the things that I found when I was holding the boat is a lot easier than a catamaran because it doesn't have all that windage. So it's just with the two motors, and I felt comfortable. And I never really felt that comfortable holding the boat in a tight spot. I mean, you wouldn't call it tight, but for me, you know, in mooring field and all this, I felt very comfortable. So I'm very happy. So after our maiden voyage, we're all happy with our new boat, and Tiller looks happy too, especially compared to life in the apartment. Join us in the next video as Pierre undertakes some boat improvement projects, and we explore a little bit of Newport. What? And now, a few images from the boat interior as promised at the beginning of the video. It's induction cooking. Here, this does have a pretty big galley. They don't have all their buttons pushed. Oh, they're the Riviera things. So it's got wine, fridge. Those are both fridge or freezer. You could probably switch them, right? Those are fridge. The galley's big. It's nice.
So I was saying this here seems
Wow, that's really deep. Oh yeah, nice. This is the owner's cabin. Three drawers. Giant closet. What are you looking at, Tiller? She gets to the side. The table's under the big. Okay, so we can see in the garage. We'll see you in the next video, and in the meantime, check out our new website.